Azimio leadership has now called on President William Ruto to rein in on the speakers of both houses of parliament before it's too late, according to them. According to the Azimio leaders, the two speakers, Moses Wetangula of the National Assembly and Amason Kingi of the Senate, are hell-bent on delaying the approval of the National Dialogue Committee report instead of fast-tracking it. And as our senior political affairs reporter Chris Dairo reports, the leaders have, on the other hand, slammed the Kenya Kwanza administration over the high tax burden on Kenyans.
It is 2 weeks now since the National Assembly concluded debate and approved the National Dialogue Committee report before it moved to the Senate. And although the senators have already started the debate, they are yet to finalize and adopt it. With the report having been tabled in December last year, the Azimio leadership, which held its regular summit meetings and chaired by their leader Raila Odinga, has now raised the red flag over the continued delay in approving it.
Regrettably, we have also been informed of forces within KK, in and outside of Parliament, who are determined to undermine the report and the bills. We notify those forces that should any efforts to undermine or tamper with the report succeed, there will be very heavy price to pay.
The leaders singled out the two speakers of the bicameral parliament.
We call on Honorable William Ruto to rein on the speakers of the two houses of parliament and a number of members of the national executive who are hell-bent on dreading the NADCO report and the bills. Those leaders have clearly demonstrated a determination to delay, and even kill the NADCO report, which is a negotiated document that pulled the country out of hostilities to the peace that obtains today.
Already, Parliament has lined up 9 amendment bills to be debated and approved before they are sent into law by President William Ruto. And the leaders have cautioned against any plans to amend the report, which will greatly factor in the amendments to be considered, including amending the IEBC Act.
We retain the view that the report must be implemented as is. It is also our position that the processing of the NADCO report and the bills should be fast-tracked.
We actually dealt with that matter. It's in the National Dialogue Committee report where we proposed, correct me, Opio and I think we proposed moving from, 12 years to 20 years, all there, so that we can escape the crisis.
On the other hand, they still faulted the Kenya Kwanza administration for burdening Kenyans with high taxes.
The Kenya Kwanza regime is failing the test of being caring and compassionate. Paying taxes should never be a punishment, but a patriotic duty. Under the KK regime, taxation is a punishment that is hurting the entire economy. We remain opposed